EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Washington football team. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Ball at the 26, second and 7.
26-yard line.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
It's a pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On play action, Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Bryce loved the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Jeremy Sprinkle. His first touchdown of the new season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Cardinals, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Murray 30, and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he hits Drake. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Cardinals, 1st down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And again, he'll get it to Fitzgerald. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the...
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. From the gun, Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
1st and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Lining up for the
and he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Now Haskins. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Complete.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, here's Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Now Haskins to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A couple of second-year guys, Haskins to McLaurin for a Washington first down. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Flushed out right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 17 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, Stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Brings up second down.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Operating from the gun. Murray eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Drake. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he...
And that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Love. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the gun, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Haskins back to the air. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, Murray. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Shoot.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 32-yard line.
10 at the 32-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's Drake. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Cardinals 21, Washington 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 24, Haskins. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
A 10-yard
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Love. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
On the play. First down, Washington.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now he dumps this off over the middle and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Love. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 15-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Now it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
To J.D.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Brings up
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Haskins. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Third down.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get...
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And this will be taken at the 13. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
4-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Love, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 11. Now it's Haskins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Haskins will keep it on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
A gain of 1
Now
yard.
the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 8 yards to go on second down. Throwing now is Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Haskins to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Barber. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. One more time with Barber. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
For the Washington field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? This is Love. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th and goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. On third down, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First and 10.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Drake. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Running, it's Drake. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Being chased out left. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
That's it, baby. We got work. Max 56.
On first down, Drake. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Flush to his right, and this is going to be incomplete.
Murray.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Shotgun now from Murray. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Washington football team. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
First down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Murray flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now Drake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have taken the early